Alright guys, g'day, welcome back to the channel. It's Jimmy Trades here. How you doing today? On this fine Tuesday, that is the 3rd of December. Gee, we're getting close to Christmas. Hope you're all looking forward to Christmas, celebrating it in your own special way. Lots of preparation goes into it, and it just seems to creep up very quickly. Have you guys got your Christmas trees up yet? Let me know in the comments. I'm collecting mine this weekend. We always get a real tree, so I'm collecting mine this weekend, and that will be going up on Saturday. So looking forward to that. We always look forward to that time of year. All right, guys, I'm going to start with something that I really don't want to have to say or share, but I'm going to do it because it needs to be done. Unfortunately, the partnership that I had forged with Aesthetic Capital, thinking that they were going to really shake up the industry in the prop firm space, has fallen through, and it's not due to anything on my account. It's purely for the fact that they have decided to cease operations effective immediately. I don't know the ins and outs of it. I haven't really been given too much information. So unfortunately, that any giveaways or anything like that I was promoting Aesthetic Capital, that is all done and dusted. So moving forward, I will be taking it upon myself to be a little bit more careful with who I associate with and who I promote. I want to have a reputable channel and provide good information for my followers and traders alike, and provide you with the best possible quality overall, the best experience possible. So I just need to be a little bit more careful myself moving forward. So that's the last I'll say on that now. We'll move on now to what we do each day, and that is go through the daily analysis. Let's move over to the calendar. Let's move to Forex Factory, and here we see we have 10 a.m. news. So Jolt's job opening at 10 a.m. today. So we'll be waiting till 10 to look for an opportunity. It's not my preferred time for news. I much prefer 8:30 news to drop, because we can start to look to get into the market a little bit sooner, particularly if you trade outside of New York Open. And what I mean by that is you're in another country, like myself. The later the news, the later it is that I look to get into a position. So it's can be a little bit tricky, but anyway, it is what it is. Let's move over to the charts, and we'll see what we have to look at today. Okay, I think I got that white screen sorted. I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, let's have a look at the charts, guys. So we are on NQ. I also want to have a look at a position that presented itself on CL yesterday. It's not a position I took, but it was something that I was looking for, and I'll just explain my idea there as well. So NQ had some nice displacement yesterday, didn't it? We see that we've now moved through, we've closed through this bearish FVG, and we've done so quite decisively as well. So I'm going to be looking for NQ to run the highs here, targeting these highs. Okay, potentially look for NQ to run back. You know, maybe we'll see something like this if we do see price run lower, to do something like that. But overall, I'll be looking or anticipating price to run higher today. So let's clear that chart there and drop down to the hourly. So looking at this, we had the bullish change in the state of delivery. Being the first moment in time that we see a change in trend. And I just want to throw the standard deviations on, see where our potential target area is. Okay, so that would be from the low to the high here. And if we look at this sweep here, we can also use this sweep from the consolidation. We can see that we did in fact close beyond the negative 2.5. If we move back to the daily, we'll just mark those highs again. You know, we're looking at targeting that that high there, so that's the daily high. Might even just move this up like that as the leg that took liquidity. This whole leg here, this also is a bullish unicorn. Okay, so we have a bullish breaker here. We could see price respected that perfectly. Price is inside our negative 2 to 2.5 region. And we can see what price has done there. It's consolidating. So what do we expect to see here? Consolidation or retracement. If price does move through and closes beyond, then we're targeting the negative 4. If we drop to the 15-minute, just to have a look at the sessions, we do have this engineered liquidity here. All these equal lows from London. London's still running now. What time is it? The London session. We've got 45 minutes, or sorry, this is the 15-minute chart. So we've got just over half an hour to go till the session ends. So, you know, I'm anticipating these lows to be swept here, if not before the close of London, then certainly as we come into New York, and we might see something like this play out where we sweep lower, take the Asian low, and then move to find the session high for London. That would be an ideal setup if we could get something like this. We have these relative equal lows here as well. Let's move over to ES. While we're on the 15-minute, we might as well have a look at ES. Tells us slightly different story. We've got the session highs and lows both unmitigated here. So again, you know, we've got equal lows here. If price is able to run lower and then seek out the highs. Looking at the daily though, you know, we're at all-time highs here. So if price does or is able to run lower, then I'd look for price to respect the 50% level here of the previous day's candle body, and then look for price to continue higher. I wouldn't until we see a change in the state of delivery. If we just move back to the hourly, we don't have that at the moment. We don't have a bearish change in the state of delivery. We're just consolidating here until we see that bearish change in the state of delivery. And what I mean by that is, you know, looking for price to, you know, do something like this. We get that sweep here with displacement. So until we see something like that, then we will continue and remain bullish. All right, let's have a look at oil. On the daily, I tend to believe, or looking at what we're seeing here, potentially a similar situation to yesterday. We had price run higher, essentially manufactured the move higher here before retracing back lower. Because we're not at a point of interest, even though we swept the low here, I did have that bullish bias, but then this was yesterday, I had the bullish bias because of the sweep here. But what I did point out was, and if we drop to so I'm going to actually sit neutral on the daily. The daily, if we have a neutral position, gives us the ability to, if you're, so to speak, inflexible with your bias. So if you decide on a bias and you'll only take a position in that direction for the day, well, having a neutral bias obviously will allow you to be flexible to that idea. And therefore, if a position presents itself, you might be able to take that position either direction if you are sitting with a neutral bias. So after the change in the state of delivery here, price moved lower. And then what I was looking at yesterday was how was price going to react to this bearish FEG here on the hourly. Once price ran up here, what caught my eye straight away, and we have a very similar situation today, not quite the same, but this low resistance liquidity. Look at all this low resistance liquidity here. And what happened? Price came up, closed back at the same height of the range of this this hourly candle. And then at that point, price moved lower quite aggressively. And we also had, if we replay the session, you would see that this, I believe, was the Asia low as well. So with that said, or it might have been here, but either way, we had the London and Asia sessions. The lows were still open. So this was a great draw. And that's why I was, once price created this sort of candle formation here, I was then looking to run bearish. And again, we see price testing this same FEG here. All right, so let's have a look at the trades. So we drop to the 5 minute. And again, we have a similar situation today. So we have the London low and the Asia low are both unmitigated. So a sweep into London high, into this bearish FEG for a move lower would be great to see. But we don't force our opinion on the market. We let it tell us what it's going to do, and we remain flexible to that. So let's have a look. Here we go. Okay. So here was that. That's that low resistance liquidity we were talking about. Here was the breaker. Now, to take advantage of this position, you would have had to have taken a market order at the close of this candle or waited for this retracement. Now, the only caveat there is that if you did in fact have price, or your stop there, for example, and you were seeking 2R, then price moved beyond 2R before it retraced, which is why I didn't take the position. That and the time that price started to run higher here, I hadn't got into a position yet, and it was getting a little bit late for me to want to enter a position at that time of the morning for me. So if I can't get into a position, you know, by a certain time, then I won't take one. So that was the position there, and it ended up running out all the lows. It was actually a really nice trade. You know, if you were to get into that trade on that retracement, you know, you could have got a 4, nearly a 5R out of that trade. So a beautiful little trade. All right, let's move over to Euro futures. So really nothing clean here now. You know, we were moving away from this old low, looking for price to move higher, and we did start to move higher, but now we've seemed to have hit a roadblock. We can see that Friday's candle closed inside the range of the Wednesday candle, obviously Thursday being the public holiday, and that seems to have sent prices lower. So what I would look for, and you know, obviously price isn't clear right now, is do we respect the 50% level of the range of Monday's candle to see price essentially open, high, you know, low, close, for example. Okay. So let's see if that's what plays out today. Jumping over to YM in some consolidation here. We're watching this level. Price is able to move lower here. Will it respect this level before pushing higher? We have breakaway gap, you know, another bullish FVG here. So there's strength in this move, but we are consolidating. It's a very large range, that one. All right, let's have a look at Russell. Okay, we're still respecting this bullish FEG. So while we're doing that, I'm going to continue to look for bullish price action on RTY. Okay, look for these highs. And we've also, you can see here, we've put in this low resistance liquidity through here as well. So if we look at gold now. So gold did start to push lower yesterday out of this bearish FEG. So we are respecting that bearish FEG. We weren't able to move beyond Friday's range. So we have put in relative equal lows here. So I'm going to remain bearish and look for price to continue its move lower. Okay, Dixie respected this bearish FEG. As we pointed out yesterday, we have a bearish unicorn here as well on the daily. Price is still respecting that as well. So looking for price to run lower as we are respecting this bearish FEG here. And we'll see if price could run to this low here. Okay, GBP. So GBP did find support in this bullish FVG. So I'll be looking for price to run higher and look for this external. So from internal to external for our daily bias. And if we do run this high into this bearish FVG, I'll be looking to see how price reacts at this level. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate all your support. Please share the channel around. Please like and sub and turn on those notification icon. Until tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow will be a midweek market meetup. Okay, so that'll be on my YouTube. That'll be live on my YouTube. So keep an eye out for that. That will be kicking off at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you can't make it, the recording will go up straight after. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Take care. Have a great Tuesday. Bye for now.